Okay, so we're going to come into some standing legs now. Okay, so I'm going to take us from 2 red springs to 1 red spring, which is half a spring. If it's too easy for you, I can make it harder, but I don't want to make it any lighter, because the lighter we go, the harder it is for you to draw your legs in. Okay, but let me know if you need me to adjust it. So we're going to come onto the reformer and we're going to do some standing side leg work. Every time we stand onto the reformer, I want you to stand onto the platform first and then onto the reformer, because the reformer is going to move. Okay, and then same thing when we're coming down, I want you to stand the leg off the reformer first and then off of the platform. But just hang here for a second and we can go through what we're going to do, and then we can hop onto the reformer. Okay, so we're going to, oh, actually just come onto the reformer, that's fine, you can do it while we're on here. Perfect, so standing onto here and then standing onto there. Great, perfect. So we're going to just do some leg presses away with the carriage. So I want you to just keep your foot just next to the edge of the carriage here, and I want you to take your legs out to your second position as wide as you feel comfortable, and then drawing it in. That's it. So we're going to be using the outside of our thighs to adduct the legs away, then the inside of our thighs to abduct the legs back together, so drawing them back in. Good. We want control on the way back in, so we avoid that hitting noise. So you've really got to squeeze, think about zipping those legs up through your tummy and squeezing on the way in. Okay. Perfect. So that's all we're doing with our legs. We're just opening them to our second, bringing them back in again. If this is too much on your hips or it's too unstable on your pelvis, let me know. But hopefully in this nice parallel lateral movement, it should be okay on those hip flexors. All right. We're going to use the ball this time for some arm strength and some coordination. So we're going to start with our ball out to the side in one arm, and we're going to take both arms out as we come out with our legs to the side, and then we're going to join it in. We're going to bring the ball in underneath us, and then we're going to open it to the other side as we come out. Beautiful. Then we're going to come in. Then in a minute, we're going to do the opposite with our arms. We're going to come out, and then we're going to bring the ball in above our head and take it out to the side. Above our head, take it out to the side. Okay. Then we will do some squats, and then we're going to go into our skaters, which I'll explain in a minute, but let's just do our single legs first. Okay, so starting with our arms, let's start with them down by our sides, and we'll take them out to the side as we press out. Now, having a look in the mirror next to us as well, checking that neutral spine position, so no tucking of that pelvis, no tilting of that pelvis, standing up nice and tall, stacking those hips on top, those ribs, those shoulders, that head, nice and neutral spine. Okay, perfect, and we're just taking those arms to 90, no overextension with those arms. Beautiful, and coming back in to pass below, and taking it back out. Good, and coming back in, keeping those shoulders pulling down as those arms come up, so opposition, yes, so we don't bring shoulders to our ears. Good, thinking about drawing that belly button through here all the way back through your spine to the wall. Good. Good, just bringing these shoulders a little bit more up and forward of you, that's it, so we're not leaning backwards in this position. Good, keep it going. We're going to do 5 more here. Good, you'll start to feel your legs start to work in a minute. Good, thinking about squeezing that core, standing up nice and tall for me. Good. 2 more here. Good, now we're going to add our arms up and over this time. So taking it out to the side and passing it up and over. Good, and over to the side. Beautiful, and up and over. Good, and over to the side. If you can, do a tiny little head lift in the middle and come down. Good, test that balance while you're up there. Yes, good, that's it, and up and over. Good, keep those tummies pulling in, keep those sit bones pulling down to the floor so they're not sticking out to the wall. Yes, they're pointing down this way. That's it, good. Are you feeling those inside thighs working? Yeah, good. 3 more here. And 2. Good, and last one. Up, 1 more after this one. And up. Open, and then just bringing it all the way in. Good, feeling okay? Yep. Perfect. So we're going to try, if your hips will allow it, some squats. So we're going to stay in this position. We're going to draw the carriage just a little bit out away from us. We're going to hold the ball into our chest, and we're going to bend in this position. So we're going to bend down into our squat and trying to stick that bottom out a little bit, and then come back up again. How does that feel on your pelvis?
No, can't do that.
Nah, where is it hurting?
Right deep.
Like right into your hip flexors. Okay, so we won't do this movement pattern then if it's going to be too tricky on your hips.
Yeah.
Let's just go straight into our skaters. Let's not worry about our squats.
Okay.
Yeah, so let's bring our legs into our carriage. Perfect, so we're going to keep our foot exactly where it is. And pass me the ball for a minute. I'll add the ball back in a minute. I just want you to focus on your legs. So we're going to come into our skater 1, which is our first one, and then we're going to do skater 2 in a minute. So with our skater 1, we're going to put all of our weight onto the leg that's standing on the platform. That's it, and we're going to bend both of these legs, and we're going to just push, so weight over this side. We're going to push this leg out straight with the carriage, bring it back in, keeping this leg bent the whole time, stretching it away, bringing it back in. That's it, stretching it away, bringing it back in. Good, just stretch up again for me. Perfect, just hang here for a second.
Yep.
So with our skater 1, this weight over this leg, you can see that now your weight's in the middle, but when we're doing skater 1, our weight's going to be all the way over onto this leg. You'll feel that this leg has to stabilize you while this leg is working. I don't want you to transfer that weight at all for skater 1.
Yep.
For skater 2, if we come back to standing, we're going to move all of our weight onto the carriage. So bending, moving all of the weight over this side this time, and we're going to press away with the leg that's on the platform. Beautiful. And then close that carriage back in. So push that leg away, close that carriage back in. Good, keeping all the weight on our left side this time. That's it. Perfect. So that's our skater 1 and our skater 2. Then in a minute, we're going to combine the 2 together. So we're going to start with all of our weight over our platform for skater 1. We're going to press the carriage away. Then we're keeping our knees bent. We're going to transfer the weight over into our skater 2. That's it. Then we're going to bend it back in and come to stand all the way back up again. So it's like we're doing an up, an over, and an in, kind of like a circle. So we're going to go bend over this leg, push the carriage away, transfer it over, then close it back in again, and stand up. Beautiful. Try that one more time just to get that coordination. Bend, push that carriage away, transfer it over on those bent knees, bring it all the way back in, and bring it back up. Beautiful. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Perfect. So we'll do 8 of our normal skater 1s with our leg weight on the carriage on the platform. Then skater 2s with 8 of them with our leg on the platform on the carriage, and then we'll do our skaters 1 and 2 together. Now we'll just keep the ball away for the minute because I think that's enough coordination. But if we want to add an extra challenge on, we can always add some arm work with the ball. But we'll see how we go. It's our first time doing our skaters. So we're staying in that nice neutral spine position again, sideways. We're keeping our legs in our parallel, our hip width apart to begin with. We're not doing any external rotation. We're just staying in our parallel position. Okay, so we're going to bend and we're going to keep all our weight over our platform. Perfect. And we're just going to keep our arms either by our side or they can just come behind our back, whatever's comfier. And we're going to push that carriage away. 1 and in. Good. 2 and in. Keeping a bend on this right leg. In. 4 and in. 5, we're going to do 10. I lied before and said 8, but we're going to do 10. 6, 7, good. 8, 2 more. 9, don't forget to breathe. 10, beautiful, stretching up. Great, that's okay. And we're going to come onto that other leg now. So careful, it might move a little bit. We're going to put our weight onto that carriage and we're going to press away from that platform. Good, keeping a bent leg on the carriage and draw it in. Pressing with this leg, 2 and in, that's it. Go 3, you'll feel that leg needing to stabilize you. And 4 and in, that's okay, shaking's good, that's fine. And 6, almost there, 4 more. 7, breathing out on the way out, and in, last one, and in, and stretching up. Beautiful. So now we're going to join them together. So we're going to start over this way first, so our hands going to stay behind that back end or on our hips, wherever's comfortable for you. We're going to bring all that weight onto that platform. That's it, we're going to push away with that leg. We're going to keep them bent, we're going to transfer all the way over. That's it, then we're going to draw this leg all the way back in. And we're going to stand up. Beautiful. So we're going to bend and transfer that weight onto this leg, push. Keep them bent, transfer all the way over. That's it. And then come all the way back in. Good, and come in. That's it. So when we transfer that weight, we're going to push that carriage away. Yep. So bending, push it away. Then transfer that over, keep it pushed, perfect, and then draw it all the way in and come back up. Good, go again. 3 more here. Bending, push, that's it, transfer, bring it back in.
Keep that one straight.
That's it, so you'll stretch it as it pushes and then you'll bend as you come back in.
Okay.
So bending, that's it, push it away. Then you'll swap the stretching, so this one will stretch. Then you'll bend them both back in and you'll draw it all the way back up. Good, let's do 2 more just to get that coordination. So push it away, keep this one bent. Swap, stretch this one. Then come all the way back in. Good, last one here, keep those tummy pulling up nice and tall. Push it away. Then transfer that weight. Then draw it all the way back in. And stand it all the way back up. Beautiful, feeling okay?
Yep.
Great. Let's turn around and try our legs on the other side. Perfect, so stepping off that platform first, that's it, coming walking around this way. And stepping up onto this platform again. Beautiful. Alright, that's it. So we're going to do the same thing on this side.
Yep.
So holding our ball again, so we're going to start with it down. We'll start with it in our left hand, and we're going to take it out to the side as we come out. We're going to go back into those plain legs again. Beautiful, and pass it underneath. And out. Good, and underneath. And out. Good. That's away. Good, using that breath. Well done. Good, thinking about drawing those tummy muscles straight back to the wall through that belly button, lifting up with that pelvic floor, shoulders pulling down. Good, well done, and out. Good, arms and legs working together. Out to go out, in to come in. Good, 2 more like this, then we'll pass it over our head. Good, and this time passing it over our head. That's it, well done. And over our head. Good, that's it. And over our head. Good, try not to tilt these shoulders back. That's it, keep lifting up with this upper spine here. Good, that's it. 3 more here. Good, think about this tummy and lift this up, that's it. 2 more. That's it, and last one up and over. Good, alright, coming and passing me this ball. So we're not going to do those squats like we were doing before. We're just going to go straight into our single skaters. So hands on our hips or behind our back, whatever's comfortable for you. We're going to keep all of our leg over this left leg, this weight onto the platform. We're going to push away with this right leg. Good, but keep this weight over this leg. That's it. So keep it here, just bend this leg. Perfect, and push just this one out. Yes, don't transfer that weight. Smaller movement. That's it, smaller movement. 2, 3, we're going to do 10. And 4. And 5, that's it. You'll feel this leg really needing to stabilize you. 5. 5 more. 6. 7. 8. That's it, shakes are good. 9. Last one. 10. Good, and come up. Good, well done. Now we're going to do the opposite. So we're going to bring our weight onto this leg. We're going to keep this one here, bend this one, and we're going to push away with this one. So push to stretch. That's it, then bend it back in. That's it, push to stretch. Then bend it back in. Good, push to stretch. You can bring this body tilted a little bit more forward to me. That's it, so you don't feel like you're going to fall backwards. Good. 4 more. 3. 2, 1, and bring it back in. Good, beautiful. So now we're going to come into our skater 1 into our skater 2. So just try it with your coordination this time. So we're going to bend, keeping the weight over this side. We're going to push that carriage away. We're going to transfer and stretch this leg. Then we're going to draw it back in, and we're going to come back up. Beautiful. That's it. So we're going to bend, push that carriage away, transfer that weight over, stretch that leg, bring it all the way back in on a bend, and come back up. Good. Bending, push that carriage away, come up and over, stretch that leg, and come all the way back in. And come up. Good. We're going to do 4 more here. Bending, push that carriage away, come up and over, swap and stretch that leg. That's it. Come all the way back in. And up. Good. Bend, push it away, keep the weight over this leg, transfer that weight, and come in, Good, I'm going to help you this time for the last two. I want you to really keep the weight all the way over this leg. So keep it here as you push this leg away. Yes, then transfer all the way over and push. That's it, then come all the way back in. Good, we're going to do one more like that. So bend, keep the weight on this leg, transfer it all the way over to this leg, then come all the way back in. Can you go one more?
Yeah.
Yeah, ready? So bending, keep it where it is. Good, transfer that weight. Yes, and come back in. Beautiful, and stretch. Good. Stepping off the carriage, so step off that foot first. Then this one, good, give your legs a bit of a shake. Good. So did you see the difference with your transfer? Is that the first ones, I think you were just pushing too far away on your first go, whereas I really want you to keep that weight all the way over this leg. So just this leg's moving, then transferring the weight,
Yeah.
then bringing